Hello there, folks. This is Josh from Authentic Watches, back with a beautiful watch to check out today. So we're going to be taking a closer look at a classic of the Rolex lineup. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's jump right into this. Now this right here is a Rolex Submariner date with a black dial known as 116610LN-0001. Pictured or videoed here in its manufacturer box with the manual and the green Rolex hang tag it does come with. I'm actually going to pull this one out and we're going to take a little bit of a closer look at it, okay? So now what this one is it's 40 millimeters across the dial. Pretty standard size for most men's watches in general these days. Does come with that unidirectional bezel for divers. Oh, can you hear that? Perfect. Now the bezel itself is actually ceramic. It's a ceramic insert, but these inlays right here, those are actually platinum. Pretty neat, right? Now on the dial itself, you can see it comes with a date function built right into it underneath that Cyclops lens. Now we're actually going to figure out how to change the date on that real quick. So let me give you 1 second to pull this off. And we're going to get going. So the first thing you want to do is actually pull this out into the correct position. So that's right there. I already had it in position 1 because it's a little bit difficult to get going in gloves. So now actually I'm going to pull it out to position 3 because I don't want that minute hand right there pointing upwards. I want it pointing downwards. That's a nice little safety feature you should always do before changing the date of a watch. You never ever want either hands pointing upwards like this, as it can engage the date function itself. When doing so, it will, try to turn over. And if you're changing the date during that time, you can accidentally mess with the internals of the watch. So I'm going to push it back down to position 2 and just rotating it upwards. Oh, there's position 2. I pushed it all the way back down to position 1. There we go. Perfect. See, now it's at the 30 and date's engaged. We're good to go. So I'm going to push it back down, and this would be the position you would actually wind it in, okay? Now, overall, this is a pretty simple, Rolex watch, but that's not a knock against it. I prefer it that way. Divers really enjoy the clean visibility of this, especially these hour markers. Those are actually luminescent, so if you bring this into a darker setting, you can actually see them glow up. It's a little hard to see in the light right here. Now over here, we have what Rolex refers to as its triple waterproof system. That just means that this thing's extra secure. It's actually rated for 300 meters or 1,000 feet when you go diving. So you can take this watch pretty much anywhere. Just don't take it into hot water or a shower, as it's not set up for heat. That can mess with the internals of the watch. So do be careful with that, okay? Now onto the internals of the watch. This actually has a Rolex caliber of 3135. It ties into the movement, which is a COSC superlative chronometer certified. Now what that means is that this watch has actually been certified to be very, very accurate. How accurate? This watch, in its excellent rating, will only lose about a second a day. Lose or gain. Now, if it drops down to an acceptable rating, that's about 6 seconds a day, either direction. Now, that's actually 99.964% accurate over the course of a day. It accomplishes that by vibrating 28,800 times, backed up by 31 joules on the inside. That's remarkably accurate for an automatic watch like this. Now, the rest of this case is referred to as 9044L Oyster Steel, which is a stainless steel that Rolex uses for their watches. As you can see both here, really, this is a brushed look, but if you turn it on the side, you can see it's been polished right there. It's a pretty classic Rolex combo. I prefer it when they make their watches like this. I feel it makes it a not quite formal look, but it does help it blend in to when you don't want it to stand out. It can just be used as an accent. I feel like if a watch is just polished, it does stand out no matter what. So I like the brushed look. Now, on the back side, we can see that this watch is a Rolex deployment buckle. Pretty standard. You can see the Rolex right here. I'm just going to open it up for you guys real quick. Pops open just like so. And then you actually get this, boom, slips on out. And there you go. See the Rolex on the inside of that right there. So you just make whatever quick adjustments you need to get this going on your wrist, and it should be good to go. All right there, folks. That's actually all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks again for tuning in. See you guys next time.